Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I will be showing you guys 4 different looks using the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Carli Bybel collab. I'll also be sharing with you guys my final thoughts on this palette at the end, so be sure to stay for that. And also be sure to let me know down in the comments which of the 4 is your favorite look. For the first look, I'm picking up the shade Bible with a fluffy brush and putting that to my crease. This first look is also my attempt at recreating Carli Bybel's look that she did on her Instagram not too long ago, so I am trying to do that. I saw her using the plastic cover that it came with inside the palette to make really that sharp edge, so that's what I went ahead and used. I usually use tape for this method, but I want to try this different way, which it worked just fine also. And then I'm taking the shade Libra and placing that to the inner part of my eyelid, like maybe inner third, inner half of my eyelid, just tapping it on and not really blending out anything right now. And then with that same brush, cleaning it off a little bit and taking the shade Jode and taking that to the outer part of my eyelid. And then I go back and forth to kind of just get that beautiful blend in between the two shades. And then with the blending brush, I took the shade Bowie to deepen up the look. So I went ahead and grabbed the plastic again, and then I'm just tapping it to the outer parts of my crease, like outer parts, like, you know, you're just trying to deepen it up. And then after that, with a fluffy brush, I'm taking the shade Chai and placing that on top to kind of just blend all those colors up there together. Then time for highlight, I'm taking the shade Bali for my brow bone and inner corner. It's a very beautiful champagne pinky highlight shade. I really like it. After that, Carli did take the shade Mandala and put it right in between the two first shimmer shades that we had on our lids. And this, I noticed, it helped to make the purples pop out more. And then for the lower lash line, I'm placing the shade Jode. And blending that out with the shade Bible. And then you guys know my routine. I just fix my eyebrows. I did go ahead and add a wing to this. Not too dramatic, just like my regular wing. And then just curl my eyelashes, apply my mascara, top and bottom lashes. And then I also went ahead and applied my Essence chocolate eye pencil onto my waterline. And I also decided to pair this look just with a nude lip. Look number 2, I am using tape for this one to give me that sharp edge. I am placing that first on my hand to take a little bit of the stickiness off, and then onto my eye. I always do that. And taking on a shader brush, the shade Steph, and I'm just going to begin applying this to all over my lid. Just tapping motions. Make sure I get all the pigment that I want onto my lid first. And once I have the pigment that I want, then that's when I start to blend it up and into my crease. Then next, taking a fluffy brush and with the shade Cindy, putting that right above the shade Steph and blending those colors together, giving it a nice blend onto my eye. And right above that, I placed the shade Bear. And then here you see me taking the shade My Angels into my inner corner, and it was too dark for what I was going for, so just disregard that, but I was just showing you because I did have that color on. You don't have to do My Angels. All you have to do is go with the shade Moo for your inner corner. If I knew it would have been too dark, then I wouldn't have done it, but yeah, just place the shade Moo onto your inner corner. And then I just take off my tape, and if you do have that like tape form on your eye, which I do, I just blend it with my finger to get rid of that. It's nothing too hard to get rid of, just with your finger, no big deal. And then with a liner brush, taking the shade Step onto my lower lash line. I am stepping it on first to get that pigment again, and then I'll slowly blend it to the inner parts and outer parts of my eye, connecting it with that wing that I do have on my outer portion of my eye. And then I do blend this out with the shade Bowie. And for this look, I did go ahead and add a more dramatic wing than I usually do make on myself. And I went ahead and added lashes. And that is look number 2. For look number 3, I'm starting off with the shade Bare all over my eyelid. And this is just to have a smooth canvas. And this is the perfect shade for that. After that, with the blending brush, I'm going in with the shade Bybel and placing that into my crease. And keep in mind, with these shadows, build up the color slowly. I did go in twice to get the pigment that I wanted. And to deepen up the look a little bit, I'm taking the shade Bowie and placing that right underneath the Bybel shade, giving my eye more depth and definition. And right after that, picking up with my finger the shade Aura, and it's so beautiful. These shimmers, I'm so obsessed. So I'm placing this to the inner half of my eyelid, and with the small concealer brush, I'm getting right into the smaller parts of my eye. And then also with another finger, I'm picking up the shade OA and applying that to the outer portion of my eyelid. These shimmers are so gorgeous. That shade OA has beautiful specks of like different colors. I don't know how to describe it, but it's so beautiful. And then I went ahead and grabbed Bybel again for my lower lash line. And of course, Bali for highlight for my brow bone and inner corner. And then of course, you know this process, eyebrows, lashes, I put on some falsies, and also I put some brown eyeliner to my waterline. And this is look number 3. Last and final look, I'm beginning with the shade Cindy and applying that just messily onto my crease as my transition shade. And again, be sure to tap off the excess product from the brush and just build up the color slowly. And then here I'm picking up the shade Chai and applying that beneath the Cindy shade. And this is just because I didn't know what I wanted to do at the time. So I don't know why I really did this, but whatever. I still did it, but here I am cutting my crease with my Revlon concealer, making just a half cut crease. And right on top of where I cut my crease, I'm applying the shade Bare. And I'm applying this with tapping motions for the most color payoff. Always keep that in mind. And I'm keeping the shade more towards the inner part of my eye. And then on the outer part of my eye, keeping that same brush, I'm taking the shade My Angels and applying that to the outer portions and blending it in towards that Bare shade. And then I wanted to add a little bit more color and like definition to the eye look, so I just took the shade Steph into the outer portions and then bringing it a little bit into the crease to give it more depth. And then with the first brush that I used, I made sure to wipe it off clean and use that to blend all of the colors to make it nice and seamless. And for my lower lash line, I took the shade Cindy and Bali for my highlight. I went ahead and added a wing to this look as well, applied some mascara, and for this look I did apply a black eyeliner to my waterline, and that is look number 4. Alright guys, so that was all for this video. I just went ahead and changed my shirt, put on some earrings, and let down my hair to kind of close off my thoughts. So final thoughts on the Anastasia Beverly Hills Carli Bybel collab. I really love the packaging. Of course, I like it. It's pink, it's so beautiful, and it's actually like has like a little bit of texture on it, like the little balls. You can kind of feel them. They're not like too 3D, but you definitely feel something there. And the actual inside, like the color story, I think it's super pretty. When I saw it, I was just like, whoa, so in love. It's super gorgeous. Each and every color is so pretty and they work so well. I did go ahead and use all the colors. I tried my best to get as creative as I can, but still keep it simple, like so things that you can recreate. Anyone can recreate, even beginners. This one was the only probably most difficult one because I added the cut crease, but even that is the most wearable one I think for every day. And I try to keep them kind of like fallish still because, well, fall because we are in the fall. The only thing though is if you are familiar with the Anastasia formula, then you know that the shadows are really soft. So both shimmer and matte shadows. I did, there is kickback on the palette, but I have no problem with that. I just go ahead and, you know, like blow it off. It's no big deal. And you do have to tap off your brush. You know, like when you swirl it in there and then you just go like that, so you can tap it off. Because if you don't tap off that excess, when you do apply it to your eye, you will have that fallout. It doesn't bother me. In case you do get like the fallout, what I usually do is... Okay, well, what was I saying? Whenever I do get fallout, because I do my foundation before, and I just can't do it the other way around. I've tried and I just can't. I don't know why, but when I do get like a little bit of fallout, doesn't matter if it's like matte or shimmers, I do get like maybe like a clean brush like this, or maybe a small one like this, or like this even sometimes, and lightly, you know, make sure it is clean, and then just lightly like wiping it away. It works fine for me. If you do have a thing with like the kickback on the pan and like the fallout onto your eyes, then maybe you not might like it. All in all, I do really like this palette. I mean, everything from the packaging, from the story, I'm really happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments which of the 4 looks was your favorite. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not already. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys soon.